Hello to my Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. We're talking about relationships of all kinds. Moon is in Libra. You and Libra actually share Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics. All right. Relationships. What is the definition of relationship? A relationship is the way in which two or more people, groups, things, or concepts are connected or interact with each other. It can describe personal, professional, social, or even abstract connections. It can be personal relationships, professional relationships, social relationships, or conceptual or abstract relationships, right? So let's get into it, my high vibrating beings. All right, high vibrating Taurians are reliable, patient, sensual. I know that is all of you who are tuned in. I know you all are not low vibrational. Low vibrating Taurians are stubborn, possessive, and resistant to change, right? In this year of 9, here we go. My health is a priority. My body is my temple. That's right. Alrighty, let's get to the getting intos. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, Taurus, let's go. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, all right? All right, Taurus, let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get those checkups. Get those checkups. All right, here we have death, rebirth. Death, rebirth. I'm talking to you wherever Taurus is in your birth chart. A lot of purging is happening here. So a lot of people are becoming more health conscious, right? So be careful of what you excuse me, are allowing in your ear gate and your eye gate too, right? A lot of people are seeing things on social media that could really be stressful, and we keep hearing stress could kill you, right? That's not a joke. Yeah, letting people stress you out. I don't have time for all of that. Yeah, mental and physical health. Letting people stress y'all out. Their chaos and confusion. Learn how to recall your energy. So let's get into this. So the current situation, something could have ended. We have the death, rebirth, and you could be on the rebirth side, or at least trying to get to the rebirth side. Okay, Taurus, you are ruled second house. Something could have ended, and it could have been really, really stressful, right? When we talk about ending of cycles, it's not always a death of a. Everybody has experienced some kind of a death. It could have been a death of a marriage, a death of a job, a death of a loved one. Someone could have died. Whatever it is, whatever something ends, you don't want people to trivialize it. Like make it seem like, you should have gotten over that, which is so instant. When I hear people say that, I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with people? You don't want somebody to make it seem like, I heard somebody say this and I was just like, you know what, how insensitive. Somebody said something to somebody I used to work with one time. Somebody lost a loved one, and somebody said, and I heard somebody say this to a colleague one time, that happened, what they say was something like to the effect like, oh, that was over, that was 6 months ago or something. Basically, like somebody should have, like, kind of, I'm using air quotes, like gotten over something, like basically gotten over something. What? Basically, people put like a time frame on how long something should take from somebody to heal, right? That's where for you, that's where you have the power to take some kind of action to end something. Like, okay, I'm not watching, I'm not going to lunch with you anymore. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not, this is where it ends. We're not talking anymore. We're not friends anymore. We're not, whatever. That's where you have the power to just say, this, we're not, that's the end of that, right? So anyway, what crosses or what challenges? Yeah, what's the end of challenge or something? Oops. Yeah. So, something about a Sagittarius. Oh. So something has come to an end. Something, I mean, it may not be a Sagittarius. I mean, let me just say this. It may not be a Sagittarius. So you have this whole new, your message of a whole new lease on life. Whole new lease on life. Whole new lease on life, right? Page of Pentacles here. So a Page of Pentacles here. So anyway, something is over. Something is over. Something is over. Either someone feels like, as far as you are concerned, they're not going back to you, or you're not going back to them, right? And something is over. Something is over, right? But if something needed to end, it's affecting someone's health, it's affecting yours, affecting someone else's health. Either way, something is over. Something is over. Because in the physical sense, something has seemed obsessive, right? Something has just seemed obsessive. So somebody feels like, I don't know who this is, Taurus, so you just take it however it resonates. So if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Somebody felt like they moved and you moved where they moved, right? So I don't know if you relocated or somebody else relocated, because this could be a man or woman, by the way. Just take whoever. But somebody, usually with the 9 of Wands, you got this person here, and you look, if you kind of look back in the back, somebody wasn't coming back to something. So you may have moved and you didn't go back, and somebody else may have followed you somewhere, right? Which kind of may have seemed like they were obsessed with you, maybe, I don't know. Because this right here would be obsessed, and that could have been a blockage for you, right? Maybe somebody followed you somewhere, and that could have been like a blockage for you. So somebody could have followed you. Sagittarius could have followed you. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's it. And you just like, oh my God, you were hoping for this whole new lease on life, and maybe a Sagittarius followed you or followed a younger person, right? And you could have been like, what is this? Right? Like, what is this? Bottom of the deck is like a Lovers, right? So a Sagittarius could have followed a younger person recently, and you could have been like, well, wait, what is this? So something could have been unhealthy and wounded. So somebody could be obsessed with somebody, and everybody might not know what's going on. Something could have been secret. Something could have been unhealthy and wounded. So two people here could be making a decision, right? Two people could be making a decision about something. You and somebody could be making a decision about something, right? About something that could be real unhealthy and wounded. Like something, it seems like there's an obsession that's going on here. That's what this seems like. So whether these two people are in a relationship, okay, let me tell y'all what's coming to me, just Taurus. Yeah, we got the definition of relationship, right? And we know health is a priority here. So it could be mental or physical health, right? So obviously there's a younger person involved. So these two people could be you and an ex, could be making a decision for a young adult here. Because I don't get the feeling necessarily that this is a young person, right? Like young underage, right? So there could be somebody could have followed a young adult somewhere. So you and somebody either y'all are married, or maybe y'all, y'all could be a couple. Maybe y'all married, not married. It doesn't really matter. I mean, y'all know. There's no judgment on this channel. Whatever the situation is, you and somebody could be together making a decision for a young person, because they could have somebody who's obsessed with them, and y'all could be making a decision, hey, we need to protect this young person because they have a stalker. That could be a situation here. We need to protect this person. They have somebody that's stalking them, because they could be in a situation where they're just like really lost. They don't want to go back because they have somebody that's stalking them. They could be in a dangerous situation, something that's really unhealthy and wounded. They could have a stalker, right? If it's a young man and it's a woman, and they could feel like somebody's stalking them, and they just like, oh, I don't even know how to say this. This person wants to stay connected to me. I don't even know how to say. This person keeps following me. They're dangerous. Something is wrong. Whatever. All right. So you and somebody could be making a decision about something, right? But all parties need to be involved. Like, all parties need to know what the heck is going on, so that people be able to recognize, what's going on. If somebody has a stalker. Yeah, because after 9 is 10, somebody could be on their way to their north node, like their inner calling. They could be one day answer the call on their lives, right? And so whatever that looks like, and somebody doesn't want something to happen to somebody on their way to answering the call on their life, and their health, mental and physical, is a priority, right? So you want to keep everybody safe in a healthy way. You don't want to get a phone call one day that, oh my God, everybody knew this secret and nobody spoke up and said anything. Everybody's holding on to this unhealthy and, unsafe information. Everybody walking around shifty-eyed. The death card did come out first, right? So death card, everybody's going through a powerful transformation, but the death card does connect us with secrets. It connects us with secrets. It does connect us with an obsession. It also connects us by way of Pluto, and it connects us by way of Mars, right? So Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and it's also ruled by Pluto, right? Pluto is currently retrograde. So people are, Pluto is the judgment card. So some people almost feel like they're being judged for feeling like they were a fool, right? And like, okay, I feel like a fool, for wanting this whole new lease on life. I made a decision. I wanted this whole new lease on life, and and I should have left all of that behind, and now I feel like a fool. Forget judgment. Forget feeling judged. Forget feeling judged. If somebody feels like somebody is stalking somebody, somebody's following somebody, speak up. Speak up. Forget that. Better safe than sorry. If somebody feel like they're being stalked, forget that. Everybody need to know what people look like. If somebody wanted a whole new lease on life. Okay, yeah. Somebody wanted to be a part of something. They felt, this right here. Yeah. Somebody got somebody on film anyway. It don't matter. Somebody got somebody on their video on film. It don't matter. Yeah, somebody could have been in a relationship with somebody who was older. Somebody was in a relationship with somebody who was older. Somebody's a Virgo. Somebody's in a relationship with a Virgo. Somebody has a tattoo. Somebody is lighter than they are. Somebody has a weave in their hair. That's not their hair. Okay, this person right here. Somebody was in a romantic relationship with somebody who is older. They're lighter. They got a weave in their hair. Somebody is taller than they are and they dark skin, right? Somebody wanted a whole new lease on life. Somebody figured somebody wasn't coming back. They were working with somebody else, right? So they were under some kind of a spell, right? This person has studied somebody, right? So they were under a sex spell. That's what this is. Somebody was under a sex spell. Somebody wanted to have access to someone's home. But where this person kind of went wrong, and this conversation obviously is recorded. This is a conversation that's recorded, and the person still has a recorded conversation. So this person can try it if they want to. Taurus, this is where you need to wake up. Okay, you need to wake up, Taurus. Whoever you are, you need to wake up. All of this, I'm being patient. I'm trying to figure out who knows and secrets. That's the problem. That is the problem. Somebody needs to know the difference between a twin flame relationship and a soulmate relationship, because somebody already feels left out in the cold and they already feel worthless for what they did. They already feel worthless and left out in the cold. They just wanted to be a part of something and they didn't know what they were a part of. Time to get on top of things. Okay? Something was very unhealthy and wounded. Somebody has a Taurus moon. This energy right here has already taken things way too far. They came real close. This right here. This energy here likes to get real close to let people know how close they can get. And the energy behind this door, this energy behind this door has intentionally let this energy get close. Because everybody else so quiet. Everybody's so quiet and just letting stuff just go. So y'all can keep on letting stuff go. Keep letting stuff go. See these dice right here? This right here is 5th house. This is Leo. Leo's rule 5th house, right? See this 5 right here? Somebody has a moon in Leo, right? This is a Virgo with a Leo moon, right? Leo rules 5th house. Somebody's now talking about, oh, I was playing, I was just taking a gamble, trying to do. Somebody already has somebody on video. There's an Aries who likes to play games. These two cards right here is a tower right here. Scorpio and Aries tower. This is Mars right here. Okay, Taurus. This right here, Chiron. This is Chiron. Chiron is currently retrograde. Chiron is currently retrograde. So whatever your Chiron is, and everybody does need to know your time of birth for Chiron, okay? Everybody need to know the time of birth for Chiron, right? Because somebody's child feels worthless here. This could be your child that feels worthless, whoever you are feels worthless. So somebody just wanted to be a part of something, whoever's child. This could be your child who wanted to feel worthless about something, right? Somebody figured that somebody wasn't coming back. Like somebody basically had already counted somebody out as dead. That's what the death card is. But going through a rebirth could have just meant, hey, you just needed some time to rest. Because dead is not necessarily in a physical sense, right? So every card in tarot, there's a zodiac sign attached to it, or zodiac signs attached to it. Like this is Scorpio, this is Sagittarius. Obviously this has a sign, Gemini, so on and so forth. You don't see snow or rain on this card, but usually with the 5 of Pentacles, there's a zodiac sign attached to it. Obviously this is Jupiter here, right? Wheel of Fortune. But somebody feels very fortunate, right? Somebody feels very, very fortunate to as far as first impression is concerned, right? Yeah. Right? So yeah, you're having a total recall. Good. this is right here. Hold on. 13. You're having a rebirth. So you're having a total recall of some things. So this is a double tower moment for you. One is a silent and one is a so one is loud and one is a silent tower moment, which is good. Right? Here's Ace of Pentacles here. You're feeling like a new person. Good. This is good. So I'm talking to you wherever Taurus is in your birth chart. Your rule second house. Good. This is good. Yep. 3 of Pentacles. This will help you be conservative with your time. Good. That's right. Wake up. Wake up. All right. There we go. All of these are major arcana here. Dance around your home as if no one is watching. All right. Somebody is a changeling. This is a child of fairies, demons who have been substituted for a human body. Somebody is an incubus. Your ancestors are proud of you. All right. Sacral chakra cleanse. Create the change that you want. Your bitter ex's lover wants you. I don't even know who that is, but whatever. But the work, do the mirror work. Your ex wants to return. I don't know who your ex is, but somebody wants to return. Your gifts have increased. Somebody has a demon of pride. It's time to heal your wounded warrior. That's your Chiron. That's Chiron. Your ex was on some kind of an assignment. I don't even know who your ex is, but child, wake up. Here we go. Dream even bigger. I just feel like clapping right now, y'all. Wake up. Lord have mercy. Wake up. Wake up. Like I said, high vibrating Taurus are reliable, patient, and sensual. And so, yeah, so it may have taken a while. Like I said, high vibrating Taurians are very, very patient. And somebody just has an ex. Whoever your ex is, Taurus, whoever you, and ex could just mean an ex-friend. It's not always ex-love interest. That's why I had to kind of like break down relationships, because it could have been, I feel like somebody has a sick, okay. For somebody, I don't feel like this is a lover. Okay, let me just say this. For somebody, it could be a ex-love interest. But what I'm picking up on, for somebody, I don't know who you are, but I make sure the camera's still on here. The reason I'm saying this in particular, because this something, I feel like somebody has an obsession with a Taurus's calling. Reason why I'm saying this is because the death card connects us with Scorpio, and we're not. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is a Scorpio, but I usually don't name drop when I'm like, whether I'm giving out compliments or anything like that, because I try to speak very highly of all zodiac signs. But when it comes to like talent, like gifts and talents, there's a certain pocket that Taurians fit in because y'all are ruled by Venus. Like you and Libras are ruled by Venus. I'm gonna dote on Taurus for a minute here. I'm not gonna name drop any artist. Y'all can pretty much figure it out though. There are some artists that have Venus really on lock, like in terms of gifts and talents and just how they perform. You can't even deny how gifted and talented they are because they are right there in the pocket creatively. They can literally just go by one name. If they just mention their one name, people would know who they are. That's how gifted and talented they are. Because Venus is the planet of art, music, aesthetics, the goddess of love and music, art, aesthetics, all of that, right? And they embody all of that as artists, right? So y'all pretty much got that. Somebody was so obsessed they couldn't compete. Whoever these energies are, they couldn't compete or really compare. This is not to stroke anybody's ego here, but your sun or moon is in Taurus, and whoever was supporting you, Scorpio is somewhere in their chart that when I tell you, Taurus, they was gonna go to the edge of the earth for y'all, and I'm serious, they ain't playing about you, whoever they are. I'm saying this in the nicest way I can say this. I'm trying to say this in the nicest way I can say this. Whoever, they was willing to protect y'all, to protect your gift, like to protect your calling. They were not playing about you all. That's why Scorpio is leading it, because it's not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Scorpio sun sign, but wherever Scorpio sits in their chart, they was not playing about your calling. Now I'm not saying they were going to end somebody, but they were helping you to learn how to go through your rebirth, and like somebody was helping you to learn how to recreate yourself. Like, what is it called? Oh, rebrand. That's what it's called, rebrand. Somebody you would have to have, and this is the brilliance of a Scorpio, like, but they have to be high vibrational Scorpio, but they have to help, like, and I speak highly of Scorpios too. You would have to be connected to a high vibrating Scorpio that's so passionate about art in a high vibrational way. I hope a Taurus gets what I'm saying here, that they would have to be able to take you down to the depths of your creativity, where you couldn't be afraid to create. You can't be scared to create. Like, you can't be scared of somebody saying, oh, this is too far out there creatively. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. Like, you have to be afraid of people laughing at you and saying, you know, like the movie Carrie, they're gonna laugh at you. Like, something's wrong with you, you know. But you have to always bring it back and structure it, like where it makes sense. Like, you're gonna have to connect the dots, right? Where people are gonna be like, okay, this person is crazy, they two-way out there. But you also have to bring it back and structure it where it makes sense, right? You have to, that's the kind of team you have to have around you, because Taurus is just that dynamic creatively when you have the right people around you. Because y'all are so patient, y'all are so reliable, and y'all are such a sensual zodiac sign, high vibrationally. But if y'all had the wrong people around y'all, it'll make y'all so frustrated and so resistant that if y'all have people around y'all rushing a creative process, y'all will come out like a bull in a china closet and just lose it, right? So that's why y'all can't have impulsive energies around y'all. Y'all can't. Y'all can't have bitter, like, you just can't have bitter spirits. You can't have that kind of energy around you. So I see somebody scheduling a vacation and adjusting their crown. So hopefully this helps you. Y'all have to have people around you that's really, really patient, Taurus, that's going to give you all time to really develop and really, really nurture you all. Like, y'all don't need people around you that's going to, and I'm talking to men and women, Taurus. Y'all need people that's going to let y'all stay home until y'all like 20, 30. And, you know, and people are going to go against it because they're going to be like, oh, man don't need to stay home until he, you know, past a certain age, or women, like, he needs to, he needs to let go of his mom. He needs to let go, she needs to let go of her dad, whatever. Nah, because y'all are that powerful creatively, right? Just, I mean, people who get it, get it. They don't, they don't. But y'all don't have to, y'all don't need to be rushed, right? Somebody was around some energies, but so whatever your calling was, I mean, whatever your calling is, somebody had a jealous, this was an energy who was in the same industry. It don't matter what your industry is. It could have been religion, it could be music, it could be, yeah, whatever industry. It don't matter, food industry, whatever industry you're in. They saw you as competition, but they weren't called, they were more kind of, they were a mirroring spirit. They were trying to do what you were doing. It was like literally like somebody would go home and copy what you were doing. I can't even really, It was just a waste of their time. And I'm not trying to boost somebody's ego, for real. It was just, it was like they would study you and try to copy you. It just wouldn't even come out right. Bless their heart. They was trying, guys. Just bless their heart. Anyway, rejoice in celebration. That's all I can say. Just bless their heart. They was trying. Poor little things. They was just trying their hardest. It just wouldn't even come out right. Yeah, it's just broken. Yeah. Yeah, they just, that's why they end up walking away. Somebody just end up walking away. If they haven't walked away yet, they going to. Somebody dealing with a low vibrating Scorpio. They was too obsessed. Somebody was too obsessed with competing with you. Somebody was too obsessed with competing with you. It drove them crazy, for real. And I'm telling y'all, these cards, it's not by coincidence. Because a high vibrating Scorpio wouldn't have, I'm telling y'all, a high vibrating Scorpio would have been right there in the pocket with y'all. And it wouldn't have mattered where Scorpio was in their birth chart. Y'all know, if y'all watch, if y'all have been tuned into my channel, I speak very highly of I love high vibrating Scorpios because they the bomb, for real. You want one on your team creatively because they're not afraid to go out in the deep. But